Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the fourth and final video in this series where we're dealing specifically with simultaneous equations. Alright, so in video 3 we introduce a new pair of simultaneous equations. We're going to be working with the same pair of simultaneous equations here in video 4. So we have 4x minus 5y is equal to minus 14, that's equation 1. 3x plus 2y is equal to 1, that is equation 2. In video 3, we pivoted on the x variable where we found the LCM of 4 and 3. In this case, we're going to pivot on the y variable. So you have minus 5y here and you have plus 2y here. So what we're going to do, we want to find the LCM of 5 and 2. Right? We will keep the minus sign in mind, but we focusing on the 10 for now. So if we want to get minus 10 here, well, we want to get the 5 into a 10 then, so to speak. Remember, we're keeping the sign, the sign is there. So equation 1 by 2, we'll get 4x by 2 is 8x, minus 5x by 2 is minus 5y, sorry, by 2 is minus 10y, and minus 14 by 2 is minus 28. So we multiply equation 1 by 2 on the left and the right side. Remember, multiplying by 2 doesn't change the value of the equation so long as we do the same thing on the left side that we do on the right side. Okay, so 8x minus 10y is equal to minus 28. And then in the case of equation 2, because we're trying to get 10 here and we have 2 here, we multiply equation 2 by 5. So you'll get 3x plus 2y on the left side, you multiply it by 5. You get 15x plus 10y on the left side. You have 1 on the right side here, multiply by 5, you get 5. So having multiplied equation 2 by 5, you now have 15x plus 10y being equal to 5. So you have equation 3 and equation 4. Now, just as we did in the previous video, video 3, we're going to pivot on the 10y here. But note we have minus 10y here. So what we're going to do, we still making 10y the subject of the formula. So even though we have minus 10y here, that is fine. That is fine. So long as we use the algebra properly to make 10y the subject of the formula. So what we will have here now, we take the minus 10y and we bring it across on this side, which will give us plus 10y here. And then we take the minus 28 and we carry it across on this side to get plus 28. So what you will have would be 8x plus 28 on the left side being equal to 10y, which when you rearrange it, you'll get that 10y is equal to 8x plus 28. Alright? So from equation 3, 10y is equal to 8x plus 28. From equation 4 is a little more straightforward because we already have the plus 10y here in equation 4. So all you need to do now is take the plus 15y and carry it across on the right side. So that from equation 4, you will have that 10y is equal to 5 minus 15x. And just as was the case with 12x in video 3, 10y is equal to 10y. Alright? So 10y, 8x plus 28 is equal to 10y, 5 minus 15x. Good? So we now have an entire equation in one variable alone, this variable being x. So we take the minus 15x and we bring it across on the left side. So we have everything in x on the left side. And then we take the plus 28 on this side and carry it across on this side, so they have all the constants on the right side. So 8x plus 15x is equal to 5 minus 28. So 23x is equal to minus 23. 8 plus 15 is 23. 5 minus 28 is minus 23. Good? And if 23x is minus 23, then x is equal to minus 23 over 23, which is equal to minus 1. So having gotten x equal minus 1, you now want to substitute x equal minus 1 back into equations 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. Right? But remember, the emphasis is on simplicity. So we look for the simplest equation, which in this case is equation 2. So 3 by the value of x, which is minus 1, plus 2y is equal to 1. So minus 3 plus 2y is equal to 1, which is what we have here. Alright, so you have 2y, you take the minus 3 and bring it across here. So you get 2y will be equal to 1 plus 3, which is what you'll get when you take the minus 3 and bring it across here. So 1 plus 3 is 4. So 2y is equal to 4. Y then will be equal to 4 divided by 2, which will give you 2. Therefore, at the conclusion, x is equal to minus 1 and y is equal to 2. So, that is what it was. Quick recap. Good. We have 4x minus 5y equal minus 14. 3x plus 2y is equal to 1. Equations 1 and 2. In this case, we pivoting on the y variable. Right? You have 5 and you have 2. So you want to consider 10. 10, of course, being the LCM of 5 and 2. So to get the 10 here now, you multiply equation 1 by 2 to get 8x minus 10y is equal to minus 28. And to get the 10 here, you take equation 2 and multiply by 5, which will give you now 15x plus 10y is equal to plus 5. These would be equations 3 and 4. So at this point, instead of trying to eliminate the y, what we do is pivot on the 10y. And we say from equation 3 that minus 10y, sorry, no, let me deal with that. You take the minus 10y and bring it across here, so you get plus 10y is equal to 8x plus 28, which is what you get when you take the minus 28 and then bring it across here. So in other words now, 8x plus 28 is equal to 10y. So 10y is equal to 8x plus 28, you get that from equation 3. We go to equation 4, and we're looking to make 10y the subject of the formula again. So that 10y is equal to 5 minus 15x, which is what you get from equation 4. So this 10y must be equal to this 10y. So 8x plus 28 is equal to 5 minus 15x. You bring all the x's across on the left side. So 8x minus 15x coming across here will be plus 15x. 8x plus 15x is 23x. 23x is equal to 5. You take this plus 28 here and you bring it across here to get minus 28. So 8x plus 15x, 23x is equal to 5 minus 28 minus 23. So 23x is equal to minus 23. X is equal to minus 23 over 23, which is equal to minus 1. Having gotten the value of x is equal to minus 1, then you substitute that now into the simplest of the available equations, which in this case is equation 2. So 3 into minus x, 3 into minus 1 plus 2y is equal to 1. 3 by minus 1 is minus 3. Minus 3 plus 2y is equal to 1. 2y is equal to 1. You take the minus 3 and bring it across here. You get plus 3. 1 plus 3 is equal to 4. 2y is equal to 4. Y is equal to 4 divided by 2. Then y is equal to 2. So x is equal to 1. X is equal to minus 1, sorry. And y is equal to 2. So, the hope and expectation is that over the course of these 4 videos on simultaneous equations, if simultaneous equations was a problem topic for you before you looked at these videos, the hope is that by this point you would see that the thing could be done. Of course, if your fundamental algebra is weak, you'll have problems. So if that is the case, then I would encourage you to check that out, right? The movement of stuff across the equal sign, the changing of the signs, the divisions, etc., etc., right? The multiplications, all of that. That has to be in place, right? Once that is okay, then all you need to do now is practice what you would have seen in these 4 videos, right? Just a quick recap. It doesn't matter which variable you pivot on, the x variable or the y variable. You find the value of that variable and then you substitute it back into the equations to find the value of the remaining variable. Alright? When you're dealing with the case of the single coefficient, it doesn't matter whether it is minus x or minus y or plus y, you find x or y from that and you substitute. In the case where you don't have a single coefficient, alright, you then consider the two equations together or simultaneously, alright, following from the name of the topic. You can consider the two equations simultaneously. You find the LCM of the two coefficients of the variable that you're pivoting on. Having done that, you then make that thing the subject of the formula in equation 3 and in equation 4. So in this case, when we had pivoted on the x variable, we had 12x, we made that the subject of the formula as the LCM. So you make the LCM as the subject of the formula basically. In this case, we had minus 5 and 2 here, which when we did the multiplications, we had minus 10 and plus 10. So in that case, it pivot on the 10y. Alright, and then once you do that, you will get one equation in one variable, which you would then solve to find the value of that variable, and then having found the value of that variable, you substitute back into the simplest available equation to find the value of the remaining variable. And that basically is it. So at this point, what you need to do is practice, practice, practice. Alright, I want to encourage you strongly. There are questions all over the place, all over. You have textbooks, you can get it on Google, you can get it on wherever. There is a treasure trove of questions. Questions are not hard to find. Find questions and practice. That is the way to get this thing done. It's not so much about understanding. Understanding is good. But after you understand, you have to be able to do. And that is a separate skill. Right? The way in which you close the gap between understanding and action, the way in which you make the link between understanding and action is practice, practice, practice. So, I hope these videos have been helpful. Go forth, practice, get the thing done, do it properly. Stay tuned, look out for other videos on other topics.